This was an unprovoked attack. Full stop. We are appalled by the senseless violence committed by Hamas against the state of Israel. This attack came out of nowhere. It is baffling. I am so shocked. I cannot believe a colonized people living in an open-air prison are retaliating against a racist, genocidal apartheid state which has been massacring their women and children for over half a century now. We pledge our unwavering support to Israel. And you want to know why? Because we need a bulwark against indigenous nationalism in the Middle East. We need to protect our interests. You want to know why we support Israel? I'll tell you why. Because
look at the Middle East. I think it's about time we stop, those of us who support, as most of us do, Israel in this body, for apologizing for our support for Israel. There's no apology to be made. None. It is the best $3 billion investment we make. Were there not an Israel, the United States of America would have to invent an Israel to protect her interest in the region. The United States would have to go out and invent an Israel.
Let's talk. Yes, many of you who voted for Biden will find an excuse for what he has done and said over his 20-plus year career as a politician. Notice how the map shrunk Palestine as they allowed for them to take away from these people lands that they have been living on for generations. That land ownership and a family history didn't matter because they were not Christians, they were Muslims. And the European world, the Western world, does not care about that. What they cared about was promoting their influence, the continuation of the Crusades against people of color, to be more specific, but against people who were not like them and did not want to accept their way of life. And that is what it's really about. It's what it's really about. People can say Ishmael, Isaac, all you want. But what it really is about is the fact that we became a racist world. And in that racist world that we became, those in power, who have the most power, the most technology, they decided that it was their duty, their right, by deity, to be able to conquer those who differed from them. And what better thing to do than to put in the midst of the strongest nation that you could fight against, the strongest group of people at that time frame that you could fight against, the Islamic world, is to put a safe haven, a place, a place where you influence, where you can decide their politics, and you can puppet these people and systematically genocide the other group so that you have a foothold in this territory, so that when you have the opportunity to take their wealth, to take their riches, to take their land, that you'll be able to justify doing so. This is why, without people really realizing it, right now, America is poisoning itself to be able to enter into this fight. As a former Marine, I can guarantee you that our U.S. military has been sending quick reaction units into the general area to be able to respond to anything. And when you look at the post that the young man put up there, how many years have Palestinians suffered? How many times has Israeli government bombed those people, fought against those people, took those people's land, killed their people, killed non-combatants? But as soon as you hear it from the other side, we scream, we yell, we find issue with it. But yet, you cannot hold a person down, you cannot hold a people down and continue to batter and bruise them and not expect them to rise up. If it was happening to other people, Ukrainians, then who look like them, then what you quickly see is support of that. Oh, it's dastardly that you're going to try to annihilate these people, conquer these people, take from these people. But when it's a different group that doesn't look like you, then it's okay, it's justified, because it's in our interest. Y'all have a great day. And remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.